Well, hello, hello, and welcome back to the circus. I mean, the Apocalypse Challenge. You guys, it is week 8. I am sincerely hoping that this is the last limbo week. And what I mean by that for everyone who is new here is that we are between generations at the moment. So we have obviously Pan and Felicity, who are, how do I say that? Felicity has completed her career, okay? Like, absolute boss, okay? She was a wonder child when we started, and she completed her career no problem. She finished the journalism career, which essentially allowed us to choose careers without having to roll a dice because, yes, we had to do that. No, it's not that great. Yes, I made mistakes. We're moving on. Um, yeah, and Pan obviously is, like, going through the motions of, I don't know, tapping into a bit of, like, every single career, partially my problem, partially his fault. And also there was a layoff at the beginning, like, he's just he's oh, when I think about it, we're struggling with Pan. You know, if he can't pull off this last career that he's on, we are gonna say goodbye to him. I mentioned it last time. He is another mouth to feed, he is taking up sleeping space. He is getting on my absolute last nerve, okay? And I know that's not logical because, but I don't care, okay? I don't care. This is his last chance. Pull through, okay? Pull through, Pan. Now, Pan obviously was Felicity's one join for her generation. They got married immediately, obviously, in true Sim fashion. They ended up having 6 kids to fill up the house because we can only try for a baby. So, whatever. Of course, I do have the RPO mod, and 90% of the time, trying for a baby doesn't get you pregnant, okay? It's actually like trying for a baby. And no, I do not use this mod strictly because I'm doing the Apocalypse Challenge. I simply do not play without it. Okay? So, yes, there are things that have been added to the game that are not typical, and I don't care because that's how I play. Obviously, for you, if you are playing this challenge and you don't have the RPO mod, it's going to look slightly different. Um, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you don't have Bust the Dust, already you're gonna have, like, a massive leg up, okay? The dust is its own character in this gameplay at this point. It is a part of the challenge. It's quite literally, like, a part of the furniture. So, all we're doing right now is, like, micromanaging the amount of dust that's on the floor. We're picking up, the huge dust piles. We are trying to stomp on the dust bunnies, which are causing fires left, right, and center because their mischief level is high because the amount of dust in the house is absolutely insane. The good thing is that sometimes we are able to actually crush these dust bunnies, and it does give them a confident moodlet. However, for some of them, it does not last very long. I don't know. There's not really much I can do about that at this point. We are currently in the planning process of what we are going to do with the children. Obviously, Pan is like a hope and a prayer. Felicity has completed hers. You can only do one per sim per lifetime. Okay. Complete. I mean, Pan obviously has gone through the ringer, all right? I don't know, he's done like 5, 6 careers already. He did, however, complete the handy person career. My mistake was I did not flip my printed pages to the next page where it specifically stated that the handiness person is locked behind mechanical engineer. Okay? So that was my mistake. He did technically complete a career. It just didn't count. So naturally he can keep going because he didn't really do anything. So we're working on him, okay? We're working on him. He is a true work in progress more so than anybody else, I think, in this household. Um, yeah. We do know right now that for sure Carmen is going to take on the chef career, all right, in the culinary career, chef branch. That will unlock fridges, ovens, and it'll unlock us the ability to cook stuff on the grill that is not just fish, which means we won't have to worry about fishing. Because I think fishing is actually going to be a real problem, to be honest with you, because I think if they're too uncomfortable or too tense, they won't fish, which means they're tense or uncomfortable because they are hungry or because something is going on, they will inevitably starve, okay? So that is like a whole other vicious cycle of problems that we might encounter. So we really do need to work on the chef career. So long as Felicity is alive, we won't have that problem. She is a wonder child, like I said, so she doesn't lose her needs. She is often like living her best life. Now, of course, we're going in, we're checking the birthdays of the week. There is only one for Evangeline. So this week, we will only have Evangeline turn like aging up into a child, which I think is absolutely insanely amazing. Um, can't come soon enough. Okay. It cannot come soon enough. I am tired of caring for the youngins, all right? We've had 6 of them. There has been no get out of jail free card here, all right? We couldn't bottle feed, we couldn't do a lot of the stuff, so we are going through the motions here. Now, like I said, Carmen is gonna do the chef career. We are going to unlock those things. Now, really the only thing that we know for sure is that we'll be able to, um, cook other things than fish on the grill. We will also unlock coolers. Now, I don't generally play with coolers, okay? I don't think I've actually ever used them. So, I'm assuming it's gonna hold your food, like, good for a certain amount of time, which will be nice. It will double as a fridge. Now, obviously, it's going to unlock fridges and ovens and everything else. However, we are off the grid. And when the challenge was originally created, off the grid looked a little bit different and things actually still worked, okay? Now, yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place when I'm thinking about how I'm planning this. I do know, like, Carmen for sure, like, write it in stone, okay? You can use permanent marker, whatever you want, engrave it in stone. She is going to do the chef career, all right? The others, my goal, all right, at the time, because they are struggling with their skills, and I don't know how it's gonna play out. We have the twins, Hannah and Melissa. So Hannah currently working towards her speech and her charisma. I'm hoping that she will do the business investor career, which will unlock vacuums. The problem we are going to have, once again, I'm going to repeat myself, we are still off the grid. Vacuums are electrical items. Um, I don't know how that's going to play out. So we are going to see how that's going to come about. Okay. Now, we also have Melissa. I'm hoping that she's actually going to do the babysitter career so that we can actually start molding our Sims into productive Sims so that we can choose their traits, choose their aspirations, okay? Do all of that fun stuff. Now, Rachel, who just aged up, is like such a happy go lucky Sim, okay? So she's got like generous and she is like fearful. I'm hoping that we can have her do the law career, the judge branch, okay, because that is going to unlock all the active careers that we have. To be honest, I've been sitting on it and I'm also torn between having her do the green tech career. Okay, it's like civil designer, but civil planner is locked behind the politician career, okay, because you need like a community set up, a mayor and stuff like that in my mind in order to have a city planner, right? But the green tech is not locked behind anything, and that will allow us to get generators. And so I'm really torn between having our sim unlock the active careers, which in turn will lead us to, one of them is off the grid, the other one, is the showers and stuff. So, but I'm thinking like, I don't know, the green tech lately is what I'm fixated on, getting those generators working and having electricity, even though they're still off the grid, I feel is like a little bit of a dupe, and so I have played that career once, I did not get far in it. We had a really hard time, like, I played obviously, it was my, like, personal save file, okay, but it was difficult. I think we also have a family now, within our member part of the forever save file, and one of them is also doing this career, okay, the city designer. It's quite difficult, even though it seems very simple, like, they need handiness, they need to um, interview people about their utilities, which is fine. It's just the progress of the career is not going as quickly as I thought it would for how simple everything is in it. So, I mean, I'm also like, where are we putting a handiness bench? Like, where are we putting that? Where? I don't know where we're putting it. So I don't even know what to do with that. But yeah, we are also running out of space and we are locked within this two-level 8 by 8 space that we have. We cannot move walls. We cannot move anything like windows or we can't change anything. It is it is what it is. We can move certain things that have a 1 by 1 footprint. So we can move some things around. Other things we cannot touch. So, um yeah, I'm now, of course, I'm, like, teeter-tottering, I guess. I don't even know if that's the word. I don't think that's a word. Thinking, what about the green tech? What if we got some generators going? Like, what if that was an option? And so I've been really thinking about that because at the end of the day, I am not mentally prepared to do any active careers. We have way too many Sims in the house that need tending to for their skills, for their happiness, for their hunger, etc., before we can hop into an active skill. And so I think that I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. So maybe we will do the green tech career, and those will be the 4 teenagers that we have now, okay? The other 2, I have not yet decided. Obviously, they're still, like, little babies, but, um, I also wanna keep them just in case, okay? Because what if we have, like, a lemon child, like Pan like Pan, who is sleeping through their alarms, or, I'm making mistakes, or I don't know. I am currently in the process of reorganizing all of the careers, okay? They are originally, written out by number, okay, and that had to do with the dice system and everything else, and not to mention, like, I don't even know how many careers are included in this, okay? We probably have about 10 or 11 part-time careers, and then we probably have about 20, maybe 20 careers, but they each have 2 branches, so it's insane. There is so many careers, and to try and remember every single detail is so difficult. So I think the more I rewrite them and write them down, and I'm also going to be writing them in different views, let's say. So I'm going to write the careers out in form of what careers unlock other careers, and then I'm going to write out a list of what careers unlock a certain aspect of the game. So, for example, off the grid. So, I'm going to write off the grid and then I'll write down all the careers that are tied to keeping us off the grid. And so, there's also like moving Sims out, there's, having teenagers go to school, there is, taking the money out of your account on Sundays, there is only being able to buy things on Sundays. It is very, um, there's a lot of overlapping, obviously, and I did that because we have had a lot of expansion packs over the years that have had a lot of gameplay added, but not necessarily careers, and so I had to throw some things around to make it work when I was rewriting it, and obviously there was more than I originally thought that was not included, like some stuff from, the Island Living pack had not been included yet, which had been released in, like, 2017 or something, when I originally thought that the rewrite and the edit from 2020, I thought included everything, so I ended up having to backtrack quite a bit when I was organizing this, and in turn, it sent me, like, on a downward spiral because I couldn't even begin to figure out where or what I was missing, and I knew that there was little details that I was forgetting, and there was all these things. Do I think I included most of what could be added? Yes. Are there little things that got overlooked? Absolutely. I mean, listen, I'm human. And I didn't have anybody as a soundboard. I don't have anybody in my immediate surroundings to help me kind of talk things through. I literally, I don't even think I know anybody personally who plays The Sims to bounce idea like There was just nobody for me, and so I had to kinda do it on my own and just use my own knowledge. Now, there are also a lot of aspects of the games that I just don't play as a simmer, and so that is part of the reasons why I'm doing the forever save file, obviously, on top of the obvious reason that I never stay in my save files for very long. Um, but yeah, and so this is also a huge eye opener because we are gonna have to run through every single career, whether I like them or did them or not, you know? So there are gonna be some aspects where I'm a bit lost. I know last time I mentioned, like, please help, send help when it comes to the scientist career. Um, there's gonna be others, but definitely the science career. I have played the detective before, obviously, and the doctor. I was really thinking, depending on how long we can hold off with the showers, um, I was thinking maybe we would wait until we could send them to college because when you send your Sims to college, if they like ace everything and they do really well, they can start off. Oh my God. Oh my God. How? Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. No, all right. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Sir, we're gonna be saying goodbye to you. I need you to go stand out. Just stay outside. Just stay there. And please don't come back into the house. Goodbye. Goodbye, Pan. I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but we're done. We're done. I'm done. Sir, you have disappointed me for the last time. How many times are you going to sleep through every single alarm? Like, we are running out of part-time careers for you. Your time here with us is over. It's done. Thank you so much for your cooperation and your extensive donation to the population at this time during this apocalypse. We're we'll be moving on now. Thank you so much. Okay. Um, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We are just gonna put Payne outside and I could lock the door. I feel like it's a bit extra, but you know what? He's gonna stay outside. He's gonna stay outside. I'm done. Goodbye, Pan. I don't have any other words right now. I don't I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'm done. He's done. Okay? There's too much going on in this house for him to not be somewhat of a use for me, and it's too much. It's too much. Earned a raise. There we go. Look at this. She has completed her career and is still, like, on top of her game, like, beyond on top of her game. Like, congratulations, young lady. Honestly. She is the winner, winner, chicken dinner of this whole thing. Like, Felicity is just amazing, but I mean, obviously, she was built to be that, right? She's a wonder child. So, whoever created Felicity, I didn't even double check when I, like, plunked her into Kaz. I didn't even double check who did all this work. But whoever it is, they are absolutely amazing, okay? And obviously, did I change her name? I don't even know. I think is she the original Sim? I don't think so. I think I changed her name. But whoever did it, my immense gratitude. My immense gratitude, okay? My goodness. Right. So I don't even know. I need a minute, I think. I need a minute. Mm. Okay. So, yep, yep. Okay. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I'm at a loss for words. We are just going through and making sure that the kids are as happy as they can be. There is a there is a fine line between their discomfort and their surroundings, okay? Because they become so intense that it keeps them from doing anything. It literally keeps them from doing anything. And so, hmm, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm like torn. I don't know. I think we are going to be in this state of discomfort and discussed for quite some time. I don't even know entirely if the business investor career is going to help us without generators. So, like, let's all just like cross our fingers because I think we're really gonna have to start counting on that green tech career for those generators. Take a pregnancy test. Mm-mm. No. No. You're not even allowed, so don't even think about it. There's no room anyway. There's no room, okay? There's no room. I don't know, I would probably fall out of my chair, to be honest. What a glitch to happen. What an absolute glitch that would be. I would fall over off my chair. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so on a side note, you know what? I have been thinking a lot lately, and, I am really loving, like, what I'm doing on the channel right now between the Apocalypse Challenge, okay, which is the most challenging thing I probably have ever done in this game ever. And I did the 100 baby challenge, and I don't enjoy all the kids that much. But I am having fun, and I am also doing the Forever Save challenge, Forever Save file, sorry. I've been thinking lately, like, what if we did, like, a Friday vote? Or, like, throughout the week, we would vote for the video for Friday. So, I would put a post out there for vote, and there could be options for an extra Forever Save file, an extra Apocalypse Challenge video, a regular, no talking build. We could build a room together with a voiceover or no voiceover or whatever the case might be. Or maybe you want me to try to run a daycare with Agnes Crumplebottom. Like, I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Maybe you want me to fix the relationship between Bob and Eliza Pancakes, or maybe we want to create more chaos. Maybe you want me to do the 100 baby challenge with, insemination with the RPO mod. Like, there are so many things that I could do, and I just feel like, um, I feel like we could be putting it to a vote. Maybe I could put up, like, 5 options every week, and everyone could kinda choose and vote towards it, and then every Friday, we would have this, like, random little video or an extra video of something that you love, and I don't know, I thought that would be kinda cool. It would add a little bit of diversity throughout the week. Obviously, right now, I am doing, like, 9 to 10 videos a week, which is a lot, but I do love what I'm doing, but it is a lot. So I thought, maybe we could break up the week and have something a little different, or just, maybe we are skipping the Forever Save file on Friday and we're doing another Apocalypse challenge. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, let me know what you guys think, if that's something that would interest you to kinda add some diversity to the channel on what we're doing. Or maybe I don't know, maybe some of you I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of you wanna look at how to deal with the roof, or how to do simple edits to your builds that I mean, I'm not a professional, okay, I'm not an architect, but, I do know some things. I do know some things, alright, and I have had to get crafty doing some builds, so I could show you guys some stuff that I've learned. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that we could be doing, obviously, depending on what, like, interests everybody. Alright, so I have sent the kids outside, and they are playing in the rain. Unfortunately, it's not helping their hygiene. Like I said last time, when they are adults, they will be able to shower in the rain, okay? Right now, they're all running back inside scared because it is a massive thunderstorm. However, I'm hoping that won't always be the case, but here we are, okay? Anyway, if it can help their fun just even slightly, I'm okay with that, right? Right now, I'm Carmen, like, every 5 minutes, like, "Look on the bright side, sweetie. We're gonna make it through this." You won't see that, but, like, we will make it through this in the long run. Like, when you think that this whole generation of Sims, like, not one of them will have known what a shower is, it's kinda wild when you think about it like that, but I also think that if we unlock this 8 by 8 space, and we're able to start using outside, I think that would be an absolute game changer to do that, because the kids can go play outside, and kids generally learn with everything that they do, which makes sense, I guess. Um, So while they're playing outside, they're getting away from that dust and that uncomfortable feeling from being in the dust. So I feel like that would be a tremendous help. It's really hard trying to decide where you're going next with the careers when, there are obviously careers that unlock basic necessities like a fridge, an oven, electricity, showers, tubs, okay? And then there's also the ones that unlock the littlest thing, um, that could actually help you immensely, right? So it's really hard to try and decide where to prioritize your careers, you know? So it's really interesting because, and I'm doing part 8 right now, and by the time I get to part 9, something might have happened where I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe this career would actually really help me." And then I have to reevaluate my situation and do I have the space I need for the skills that they need for that? Or do I have too many Sims to actually pull that off the best way possible? It is it is a challenge. A fire. Oh, no. Come on, guys. We have been doing so, so good. We have been, like, on top of our game when it comes to the dust and the dust bunnies. Obviously, sometimes they get scared of the dust bunnies, and so their mischief level is too high, so we can't actually stomp on them, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but anyway, we've been doing really good and just took out a set of bunk beds. Now, luckily, Pan is only fake with us right now, so he is not going to be needing his seat at the bed. And we still have not aged up the little one, Evangeline. Why are the beds full? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, because Felicity was laying down, but she actually doesn't need sleep. It just passes the time a lot quicker when she just lays down with them, obviously. Wow, we just had an earthquake and only one person woke up? Guys, wow, look at us. This is progress. Finding purpose. What did she do? Tectonic terror. Yeah, I don't know what she did here. Wonder if she has a rebirth, if she still gets her wonder if she still gets her traits. That would be interesting. Although, like, Ghost Mastery and stuff is actually locked behind a career, so I don't think we could really rebirth anyway. That is something I overlooked. It's also something I've never done. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but to be honest, there is no way that we are completing any kind of aspiration at this point. I mean, there's just no way. There's absolutely no way because we can't decide them, right? We could probably deep dive and figure out which of the aspirations can be done without leaving the lot, being happy, um, being clean, you know, but we can't do that. So it is what it is. But I guess we'll have to look into that. I guess rebirth would fall into the ghost mastery for me. It's like everything extra after death. But yeah, would be interesting to know if they do keep their traits. Maybe one of you have done it before, but I would be super, super interested to know what that looks like, what your sim looks like after a rebirth. Pan, we won't be needing you in this household anymore. Please do not enter the building. Do not enter the building. This guy, get out, buddy. Just get out. We're done. We're so upset with you. In fact, you crossed a line and, the line is a dot to you. Okay? Famous words from Friends. The line you're so far past the line is a dot to you now. Okay? Remain outside the 8 by 8 space, please. Right. So this is it right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There has to be something that I can do to get them happy enough to learn some more skills. Carmen is doing exceptional, obviously. But the rest of them who don't have a high confidence rating, By rating, I mean, like, their internal self-confidence is not high. It's because with one kid, you're like, "Oh my goodness, they're so cute." Everybody's, like, talking to them and helping them and, like, making sure that they're amazing. But then we went from 1 to 3 really quick, and it oh, no. What? No way. Oh. Hey, Grim. Looking for a mate? Got 6 daughters here looking for someone to have fun with. Not yet, obviously, but come back in a couple weeks, we'll have some that are, like, ready for you. Checking his tablet. Yes, it's him. Take him. It is him. Take him, please. Get him off my hands. Quicker. Quicker, please. And for those of you who are gonna come at me, how can I not be sad? Oh my god. Like, if that's the case, this is not the channel for you. I'm not going to be sad at every expiration here on this channel, okay? We are in it for the long haul. There are some people that it will sadden me to no end, and other people that I cannot wait to get out of my household. That is why this has become the circus, okay? Boom. Done like dinner. Goodbye. Okay, so here, of course, to become a free roaming ghost because the ghost mastery is locked, and we don't want him to join the household again. We don't want him to come back to the house. Like, absolutely not. Look at all these domes. Oh my goodness, look at this. She's in the table. What a glitch. Just casual. Grim can't even believe how disgusting the house is. He's taking the trash out for us. That's how bad it is. He can't even wrap his head around the disgust he sees here. He's surprised he's only come this one time, in fact. Oh, but the good news is a lot of the Sims are sad, which means they might actually be able to do things now. Isn't that the worst thing you've ever heard? It's not the worst thing you've ever heard. Plan has expired and everyone is extremely devastated, but at least now they'll be able to learn some skills. Oh my goodness. Yes! Absolutely. Yes. What was that the best thing that ever happened to this house? Maybe. Oh my goodness, that what this is amazing. Look at Carmen. Look at her go. Level 8. Honestly, she is doing so, so good. Look at her. Meanwhile, Jules is playing in a puddle. That's the only way she's getting fun today. Look at all these fish. Sorry, girl. I was not paying attention to you. I got really excited there for a second. I got really excited that everybody was devastated, so, if you'll excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna call her Evie. Evie's birthday is coming up, and it should be soon, right? It says the second time we get notified, so is it, like, maybe at the end of this day or the following day? Look at everybody learning! This is the best day we've had yet! Losing a true love, is that what it was? Because 'Cause I'm pretty sure and I mean, I'm not 100%, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure up until the day he died, there was so much discontent. You said, "If you are mean to me, I will get a divorce." But that was your true love, was it? That is so good to know. That's what true love is, pure discontent on the verge of a divorce, true love. Oh, no. Please don't break anything. I feel like I say that way too often. Way too often, you guys. Alright, let's get them to keep playing. One of them is uncomfortable. I'm really struggling right now because Melissa and Hannah have, like, swapped their places in the lineup of who's who, and they literally now have the same hair. Like, how did that happen? I can't even change their hair, so they look the same. When they were kids, they had different hairstyles, which made it super easy to tell the difference between the 2, and now they look the exact same. So, like, why would you do that to me, game? Why would you do that to me? Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at everybody learning. Oh, it's like magic. It really is. This is the best day in the game, I think, that I've had in a while. Love it. So in the meantime, we are gonna get Rachel to learn her debate skill because if she does take the law career to become a judge, she needs debate. She also is going to need logic, which is why she was learning with her sister. Here's the thing, we are gonna have to buy another mirror at some point because some of them are going to be learning charisma, some of them are going to be learning research and debate. We will probably need it for multiple sims throughout the weeks. So we're gonna have to have multiples of quite a few things. We also don't have the space. We're running out of space. I don't know why I did that. I locked it behind 2 levels, but you know what? If you're taking a city planner, okay, a city planner would allow you to figure out what your city needs to expand upwards and all of these other things, and I thought, what better way to ruin my own day by limiting the number of levels and stories that you can have in a home. And I succeeded. I really did. It was amazing. I succeeded quite well, actually. Now, the career in the civil designer, okay, the actual civil designer career, city planner is the one that is locked behind the politician career, okay? And, uh, politician career locks quite a few things, actually. It also unlocks detective, criminal criminal, and wait, hold the bus. Hold the absolute bus. Let me get my sheets. Okay, we are good for chef and business investor, okay? I'm not worried about those. Um, where even am I right now? There's way too many sheets in front of me. Where is it? That's how many careers we have to complete, guys. Prepare yourselves. Okay, politics, politician unlocks active careers, but also unlocks the city planner. There is another career that unlocks something else, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. There's way too much going on here, guys. It has to do with like law or politics, or I think it's law. I'm pretty sure it's the law career. My goodness. Yes. The judge unlocks, okay. The judge unlocks the criminal, politics, and detective careers. I need to unlock the judge to unlock the politics, to unlock the active careers. How absolutely wild. How absolutely wild. And the criminal career is one that I was looking at doing. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I'm rewriting everything, trying to figure everything out. Okay, so criminal boss is that every Sunday you're required to bring your household funds to zero. No spending money while you have outstanding bills, and you must remove any money brought in by a spouse, which we don't really care about. Criminal Oracle is can't cancel auto actions unless they break rules. We haven't really been worried about that. They don't really do much on their own except for when they were trying to feed the baby. Um, we can't really issue commands to elders unless they break rules, but that doesn't really matter anyway because I have autonomy turned off because I hate it. So we are not really following that much. Like we are and we're not. Like obviously he slept through things. I did not wake him up. I'm not stopping him from doing something, okay? Um okay, so that doesn't actually stop us from doing too much. The politics career obviously needs to be unlocked. So level 1 is the law career. That is definitely important to do, I guess. How exciting that I overlooked that. So, the politics is what's going to unlock the active careers, but first we need to unlock the judge career. There's a lot going on. But so far we're okay with what I have already planned for these Sims. Chef, business, investor, um, babysitting, green technician, green technician and judge are, pretty high up there on the list. Green tech even more so because, hello, a generator, and I don't even know if we're gonna be able to do business investor until we get generator, I'm not entirely sure. I suppose we will, it's the daily tasks that are gonna hurt. It really is. I don't think any of those careers are gonna actually need the computer to be complete because the skills aren't actually done on the computer, thankfully. It's the daily tasks, and I think the only thing for the judge is going to be taking the lawyer's exam, which we can't do on the phone. I thought we were able to do that, a while ago, do it over the phone, and now it requires a computer, so, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely not having a computer is going to put a stop on our efficiency when it comes to daily tasks. Right, so let's get this show on the road. Let's get everybody up and fed. It's Saturday. It's the last day of the week. We are still so sad that we are going to be able to learn for a second day in a row. I'm not hating this, to be honest. I'm wondering how we how can we keep this going? Oh my goodness, I'm terrible, aren't I? Evie has a loose tooth. Sweetie, just pull it out. Just pull it out or it'll be sore forever, honestly. I used to be so scared of pulling my teeth out, and then after a while, I just kept wiggling them until they'd fall out because I was so sick of just having them there dangling. Oh, it's almost Jules's birthday? Oh my goodness. There is gonna be, I feel, next week on part 9? Next week, part 9 already? Oh my goodness. There's gonna be a lot of birthdays, I feel. Like, Carmen is gonna be aging up for sure. We are going to get, uh, definitely Jules. But I think Carmen and maybe the twins, maybe by the end of the week, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll check it out anyway. Beginning of part 9, which comes out in 2 days, and We're gonna have a lot of work to do, obviously. Don't know how I don't know what we're gonna do if they're irresponsible. I honestly have no idea. And this is why, like, I can only plan so far ahead. Yes, there are 6 children. Yes, there's lots we could do. I need to figure out what is going to be more efficient, like, longevity-wise, and be the smarter move for what they need based on their moods and, you know, whatever else. Because at the end of the day, their hygiene is not excellent, I know that, but they can still wash their hands at the sink. What they can't seem to clean up is the dust, and that is a huge, huge part of their discomfort in their everyday, obviously. Also, the food, sometimes I'm noticing that the food is giving them this, like, gross moodlet, probably because the fish is foul. We got that on Monday, it's been sitting on the counter for 4 days, but let's just cook it up and eat it anyway, okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's called survival, you know? Research and debate level 3, I'm getting really excited, they're being very productive these past few days, it's just, like, so exciting to me. I do, however, feel like the sadness is wearing off, which is devastating because we only got a solid 24 hours out of that. Aren't they supposed to be sad for 2 days? Isn't it 2 days? Like, why aren't they sadder? Like, look, oh, she's not even sad she lost her true love anymore. Bitterness. We had to look at that last time. We had to look at that last time. She's feeling bitter with her twin. When we opened it up, it said it was her sister and stepsister. You guys, they are twins. All the children have the same parents. There is no step, okay? There's no step, side, left or right kind of sibling here. We're just I don't know. It's like a glitch, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Well, there we go. Feeling very sad. Well, we'll have to hope that they're still sad on Sunday because today is Saturday and we are coming around to the end of the week, and we're just gonna get everybody to go to bed, and like we did last time, we are going to get Felicity to go around and kind of clean up the dust so that we are starting fresh. What is happening here? Oh, he is going to haunt me from the grave. Look at him. Do not break anything in this house because I can't get rid of your urn, and I don't know how I'll get rid of you. So just I'm gonna get Felicity to talk to him. Hopefully that will distract him long enough to keep him from breaking everything in the house. That is how I'm feeling at this time. He's uncomfortable. He's still uncomfortable even in death. Oh my lord, this guy. You know what? We can still be like flirty with him. What we won't be doing is woohooing with him because we don't need another baby at this time. She's completed her career, so even if she lost it, we'd be fine. Well, actually, not really, because she's bringing the money in, so kinda need her. "Oh, we have a twin awake. Please go back to bed. You're not that hungry. Just go back to bed." Thanks for the memories. Woohoo with him. Okay, you know what? Let's just save that for a rainy day. That's so funny. Woohoo here. They doing it or not? This is also a part of the, like, casual RPO settings where they can woohoo right here. What would it be like to woohoo with a ghost? Oh my goodness. Sir, I don't even have time to scold you. It's the end of the week. Until next time, see ya.